Hey guys, it's Dawn. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing the December Indie Bookworm book box. By way of explanation, I already own the book being featured this month, so as I unbox the box, there's not going to be a book in here, and I promise I'm not a magician. I just already had this copy. So the owner of the company is a friend of mine, and I'm helping her out with the box by contributing the novella in parts. So she's doing me a favor and sending me a different indie book of my choice just via Amazon. So there's no book in here, but the book is right here, and I will talk about it in a second. But let's dive into this box. I am super excited. So it's just wrapped in plain paper, and we open it up and we get a thank you card with information about social media accounts for the company. Oh, and here is the card right here. So the theme for December is Snowed In. And I guess I can talk about the book now. So the book for the month is Fairy Tale by Rebecca Rodriguez. So like I said, I've had this copy for a while. Actually, I think it's been 2 years now since it released. Rebecca is a friend of mine. I bought this when she released it because I was really excited to finally support an author on AuthorTube. This is the first AuthorTube book I ever purchased. Oh, by the way, she has a channel. I'll link it. But I bought it 2 years ago, read it, really liked it, and I actually reread it last month in preparation for this box, and so I have fresher thoughts now for the end of the video when I give my little spoiler-free review. But what you need to know for now is that it is the first book in the Pixie Chronicles series, which is a new adult fantasy series of fairy tale retellings. So this first book, Fairy Tale, is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Also, the cover is gorgeous. I love this book. And just look how cute it is. Anyways, that's all I'm going to say about the book for now until my review at the end. Although I will say it is definitely on theme for December because it's a very whimsical, wintry sort of book. So I like that it was chosen for this month. Also mentioned here at the bottom is my novella that is included in this box. So part 2 is in December's box. Part 1 obviously went out last month. And it's actually ending up going to be a 5-part novella, which is really just a short novel at this point because my parts are too long, because I have no chill and I have no self-control. So the last part will be in March's box as far as I'm tracking right now. So I'm very excited to see the second part here in printed form. Very cool. All right, let's look at the goodies. Ooh, I'm already seeing a mug. I'm gonna pull that out. Ooh, this was created by Amara. So this is the Good Night mug. I'm going to try to focus it. I love that script. It says good night and then has a beautiful little rose. Let's see if I can pull it out of here so it's a little easier to see. I love how she put all this together. Oh, I'm so excited for everything in this box already. She's doing such a good job on this subscription box. That is so cute. I've been needing more mugs, so I'm happy to get another mug. This is gorgeous. And it goes along with the theme of Beauty and the Beast. Obviously, it has a rose. So the next things are 2 items together. Four Sigmatic. Yep, that's the company. Four Sigmatic coffee and hot chocolate. Do not be fooled. Yes, these drinks have mushrooms in it, but let me tell you, I am obsessed. They taste just like regular coffee and the hot chocolate you know and love. So apparently these have mushrooms in them. I'm kind of intrigued. So I'm excited to try the hot chocolate. I'll pass off the coffee to someone I know who drinks coffee. But I'm really excited to try the hot chocolate in my new mug. Oh, that's a bummer. So the post office was not kind to my box. It's a little beat up. And my poor bookmark got smushed. It's probably honestly because this was rolling around because I didn't have a book in here. But that is okay. Bookmarks end up getting squished anyways. But this is the Get Cozy bookmark created by Rapid Printables. Apparently they have some digital downloads on their site or Etsy shop, I'm assuming. This is really cute. So it says it's the best time to get cozy and read a book. I can't read backwards apparently. That is really cute. I'm bummed mine got squished, but the post office is not gentle, especially this time of year where they're so swamped. I'm sure they're just throwing their boxes, but I can still use this because obviously it'll just be the top poking out of the book. So very cute. Oh, snap. This is fancy. So we have winterberry incense. That is really cool. So my husband has recently gotten into like meditation, and so he bought some incense for himself. So I'm sure he will really be excited to try this. This is really cool. So the incense is from Holland Candle. If I can find links and stuff, of course, I will put them all in the description box for all these little independent companies. All right, the next item is some stationery pages. Very cute. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. I love like wintry tree scenes. They're just very peaceful to me. So I think this is gorgeous. Love, love, love. I will definitely use these. So the stationery is by the Printing Station. Okay. I'm trying not to drop everything everywhere. I'm kind of clumsy. Okay. So in last month's box, the first box, I got a bracelet and I got the first charm, which was a fairy to go along with Song of the Dryad. This is the collectible item in every box. So we have our next charm. I'm assuming it's a rose because of Beauty and the Beast. So I'm not going to be surprised if that's what it is. I'm not doing a very good job opening this. Send help. Oh, I just tore this to heck. I'm not a delicate person. Oh, this is beautiful. For some reason, I was expecting... I'm going to try to do the beauty guru move. I have no idea if this actually works. I was expecting a rose without the stem for some reason. And so I don't know why, but I really like that it has a stem and leaves. That is super cute. I'm very excited to add this to my bracelet. I'm going to put it in the mug so I don't lose it. The rose charm is by Nicole de Bruyne. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but I will put links if I can find them. And it looks like we have a couple little bonus things. There's this gorgeous coaster that says romance and has a lovely design on it. That is super cute. And then you guys are gonna laugh at me. So this is a curated Spotify playlist. There was one in last month's box as well. And it doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but it was honestly one of my favorite items. Like, I listened to that playlist on repeat the past month. Like, I liked it that much. Amara did a really good job choosing music. So I'm very excited for this, even though it's literally just a Spotify playlist. I'm a very basic person. What can I say? Okay, and then last, of course, and she printed it on, or a little opening thing on the stationery. So that makes me really excited. It makes me feel very special. So we've got The Elf and the Goblin Part 2 by moi, Dawn Kozak. She says if you're a new subscriber, she's included both parts. And make sure your email is confirmed so that you can fill out the survey for the next installment. So I'm so dumb. Like, I wrote this, but I'm excited because my husband wants to read the parts, but he wants to wait until each box. So I'm excited to give this to him so he can read it. Oh, so excited. It's just really cool also to see your words printed, but also in kind of this, I don't know, published isn't the right word because it's just, you know, like a little extra item for a book box, but it's kind of fun to feel like I'm published, you know, like people can read my stuff if they get this book box. So that's kind of fun. So anyways, and also if you didn't see my last video, this is basically Pride and Prejudice and Beauty and the Beast meet elves and goblins in Revolutionary War America, except it's just a place based on that. Does that make sense? It's very weird, but I'm having fun writing it. And those are all the items. I'm excited for everything in here. Everything is super cute. I love that it's on theme. It feels very wintry. A lot of it feels like it goes along with the book. So I'm very impressed, just as much as I was last month as well. So before I go into my little book reviews, I want to say congratulations again to Amara. I'm really impressed with this new company you've built. You know, it's kind of a new, intimidating thing right now. I know you're still figuring things out, but just from one of your customers, I love it. I think it's a great product, and I'm definitely going to continue supporting. So I hope that makes you feel good. I hope that makes you feel like all your hard work was worth it, because I can tell you worked really hard. I love all of these items, and I love this book too. So now I want to talk about it. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I reread this book in preparation for the box, and I was cracking myself up because the first time I read it, I think I was just overexcited to be reading a book by a friend. Like, I felt like I knew a famous person because I was reading an actual published book by somebody I knew. I'm dorky, whatever, it's fine. And I think I read it too fast because this time when I reread it, everything made so much more sense to me. Like, before it was like, okay, yeah, straightforward, whatever. And then all these connections kept like finally being made in my mind as I was rereading. I was like, oh wow, I'm not intelligent. So I felt pretty dorky, but it's a really wonderful story. Like I said, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It is queer, so it's a prince in love with a duke. So if that's something that you look for in your books, you got it right here. I think the plot itself is a really good, unique take on Beauty and the Beast. It's not predictable. Yes, it has kind of the tropes like the rose and obviously somebody turning into a beast in an enchanted castle and all those things, but they're just, I don't know, they're just there to kind of remind you of its origins, and they're done in such a different way that I think it's, I don't know, it's just new and it's fresh to me. So as far as retellings go, which I'm not like an expert on those, I don't read a ton of retellings, I think it's a really good retelling because it's not just a typical rehash, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't read a ton, so maybe my opinion doesn't count for a lot. Besides that, I really love the wintry, whimsical world building in this. It feels very much like a fairy tale. Like, it's not too dark. There is a little bit of like action and darkness in it, but it still feels very light and pleasant to read, in my opinion, which is helpful if like, so for me, I read a lot of adult fantasy and it can get very intense and very dark. So it's nice to be able to break up things like that with something just that feels more positive overall, if that makes sense. On this read through, I also really appreciated watching the main character's character growth through the story. It's another thing I didn't really pay attention to when I read it the first time and was reading it way too fast. So I love the character growth. I love, you know, seeing where he starts and where he ends up throughout the book. I think it's very realistic. I think it's very engaging, and it made me connect to the character. So yes, I do recommend this book if you love new adult fantasy, if you love retellings. Like I said, if you want something queer, here it is. Read it, buy it, get it. That order was all wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. Next, I do not have my copy of Song of the Dryad because I actually loaned it to a cousin of mine who is a teenager, so it's a young adult book, so I thought it would suit her. I did read it though, and I thought it was pretty cute. So it's definitely not my personal taste. Like I said, I read mostly adult fiction, especially adult fantasy, but I do try to dabble in young adult here and there just to break things up, like I said. I would describe it as a portal fantasy. The lore is very based in like Celtic, Fae sort of lore, and there's like witchcraft as well. I like the characters. I don't think there was a ton of depth to them, but they didn't feel like completely flat to me. It's just, I like a lot more character development in my books personally, but I think it's totally passable. My only major complaint about the book, and this is me just coming from the perspective of a writer, so I kind of overanalyze plot structures a lot, is that I feel like using a seek and find sort of story plot where, you know, there's these magical items and you got to go get them and restore them or whatever. It's been done a lot, and honestly, it's really hard to do in an interesting or fresh way. And like, I think the author did a good job. Like, it was still fun and engaging, but it was very predictable. Like, it's not a story that's gonna like shock you or surprise you, which I guess for young adult is fine, especially because it felt like on the younger side of young adult, like it was a very safe and approachable type of book. So I'm not gonna like ding it for that, because I know not every plot needs to be like a freaking Brandon Sanderson epic where there's like 50 storylines and the magic system is like explained like a textbook. Like, I get it, not every book needs to be like that, but just For my personal taste, I did find it a bit predictable. It was still really, really cute though. I recommend it to younger readers. Like if you've got somebody that you want to buy a book for that's in like the maybe 13 to 15, 16 range and they're not wanting to read the darker books yet, this is definitely a safe read for them. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I also got a bonus book in my box last month because I ordered in the first week, and that was All the King's Traders by Keelan Rivers. I was going to talk about it in this video, but I haven't finished it yet. I have like 100 pages left, so I'm close, but obviously I didn't quite get there. So I will do a brief review in my next unboxing in January. I can't speak English. It's fine. Yeah, so those are all my thoughts about this month's box. I love everything. I'm excited to use everything that's like, you know, single use or, you know, what's that word? Like usable? Consumable? Is consumable the right word? Because I'm obviously not going to eat the incense. I'm struggling. But yeah, another amazing box. Thank you so much, Amara, for including me. I love being part of this project. I highly recommend this box to anybody who is interested. It is great. I think it's worth your money. I like all the items so far. But yeah, I guess that's it. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, especially if you're celebrating the winter holidays. Like I'm about to celebrate Christmas, of course, so I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Happy reading. Bye.